Yeah.
Have you read the? I know that Gimple told you to make it your own and make the character your own. Have you read the comics though? Like, do you know what happens in the comics?
I have, yeah, and I don't, it was a real, there's a temptation to keep reading on into where it goes now, and I said, well, I want to learn as much as I can about Aaron up to where where I think the character is going right now, and outside of that, I don't want to go too much further. I think that I'd like to be surprised as much as the fans would be, who don't read the comics, of course. And I did do quite a bit of research, so I bought all the compendiums and just read them as fast as I could while I was there. And just there's so much great source material there. And then, of course, to realize that that's sort of an abbreviated version of the comics at large. So I would go on the weekends when we weren't shooting to the local bookstore and just keep reading as much, even if I wasn't in those comics, because I just love the comics. They're fantastic.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're really beautifully written and beautifully illustrated, and I wanted to read up on where the story was going, regardless of whether or not it included Aaron.
God, yeah. So, Aaron's a staple in the comics. Well, I think he came in issue 67. They're on 137 now. He's still around. So, in a show where, as a cast member, job security can be kind of a scary thought. I mean, look at Chad and Emily. Look what happened to them. So, I mean, does that make you feel a little bit better that Aaron is still around in the comics?
It does. But, of course, I mean, like you just mentioned, there's no real job security on a show. But, it's called The Walking Dead, so, of course, you have to just acknowledge. And I think, Rick's wonderful speech last week about that you wake up every day acknowledging the fact that you're already dead and you just go and do your job. That was actually a lovely speech to hear, and I kind of teared up at that because that's kind of how I feel going to work every day on this show. I really don't take anything for granted, and even though, Aaron is still alive in the comics, I would love to stay on that show as long as they'll have me and as long as as they think that the character serves the story. But ultimately, that's up to the folks writing the show, the showrunner, and I'll bow out as gracefully as I can if and when that time comes. But hopefully they do keep Aaron around for a long time because I sure love working on the show.
Yeah, I bet. When you found out about the